What?
You got to get the ghost or confused or relive. Sorry.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Save Point Podcast, episode 8 this week. Got a lot to talk about, but as always, before we get into the topics, let the people know what you've been playing since the last episode. Ghost?
Mm-hmm. Oh, me. Well, you know me. I'm still playing Fire Emblem. I finally got an actual copy of No More Heroes 1's Wii version. You know, I always had the PS3 version. And I've been playing through that as well. Taking my time with that. And
what Fire Emblem are you playing?
I'm playing Fire Emblem Echoes. I never bought Fire Emblem. What was it? Fates, the 2 versions or whatever.
Yeah.
That seemed like way too much money because I knew if I played one version, I was gonna want to play the other, and I just said there was no way in hell I was gonna pay for both of those. So
what's going on with No More Heroes? Didn't you say you only got like 2 copies of the same version or something?
Well, I've always had the PS3 version, but you're talking about like the copy that they sent me from like eBay or whatever, and they had No More Heroes 2 in the package. Yeah, that was kind of bullshit. But I went ahead and sent that back, and then just ordered it off of like Amazon or whatever. And I think it holds up.
No More Heroes requires waggle control to play.
You can. I think the first one does, but the second one you can play with a controller. Yeah, the second one you can play with a controller, but the first one you have to play with the Wiimote. And there's a lot of waggle mode trash on the Wii. I understand that, but
gaming.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I give credit to that argument because there are games like that, but No More Heroes works exceptionally well. It works pretty great.
Did you like the coconut collecting?
I don't have a problem with that, especially in No More Heroes 1, because you can basically just go and do assassination missions and then just keep doing that, and that gets you the most amount of money. So you can just go ahead and go to the next ranking battle anyway.
Wait, no. Which one are you playing right now? 1 or 2?
The first one. I haven't played 2 in a while.
You're playing with the waggle controllers right now?
Yeah, basically.
Holy shit.
It's not. It really.
What's the waggle controls? What's the waggle controls?
It's motion controls, basically.
Yeah,
okay.
That works poorly.
25 years old, sitting in his room, swinging. Are you standing or sitting while playing?
Oh, you could sit.
What are you
sitting?
No, keep it real. Are you standing acting like you're some type of
No. You don't.
Very immersive.
I don't think anybody's standing during a play.
He's immersed in the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's a very fun game. It works very well. It's not clunky like a lot of people would think. It works well. So yeah.
Hero, you weren't here last week. What have you been playing?
Yeah, I was out all week. I was on vacation, but I just got back. I played a little bit of Fortnite. Great game. Just playing a little bit of Street Fighter. I don't know. Pocket Rumble comes out in a couple of days, so I'm waiting on that. Yeah, I will be getting that. But that's pretty much it.
You were on vacation last week because everybody thought you were ducking ghosts in Street Fighter.
No, no way. Come on. Yeah.
Gambino.
Not really much. Just beat Pokemon Quest a few days ago.
Wait, that shit actually has a campaign?
Yeah. It's not really like a story or anything, but you just beat a final boss. It's Mewtwo, and then
of course,
you just move on to like an after game thing. But yeah, I beat that and just kind of going around playing some virtual console games on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm just like sitting in limbo until Octopath comes.
Yeah,
just waiting on that. Really, that's it.
It's kind of weird. Like, I'm interested in Octopath and I'm excited for it, but I just my mind has not been focused on it. Like, once it gets here, I feel like I'm going to be focused on it, so I'll be prepared for that.
Is it even worth
the exact opposite?
Get that hype beast going, man. You playing around.
Wait, so Gambino, you're not going to spend any money for microtransactions?
I was thinking about it just to get another pot, just to cook some more ingredients in. But I don't know. Now that I beat the game, I'm just kind of slowing down on it. Okay. But maybe in the future, like an update happens or something.
All right. Guy Gamer.
Yeah, I've been kind of all over the place, as Ghost would say. I went back to Trails in the Sky 2, so making more progress in that. And Sultan Sanctuary, still playing. Started playing Fortnite because of Zobi, kind of got me hooked on it, which I'm enjoying. Otherwise, and it's Dragon Quest 7 too on the 3DS.
You almost done with that game?
Hell no. I think I'm like 50 hours in, so about 30%.
Now that I'm back on my 3DS, I might actually get back into playing Dragon Quest on there, because I picked it up, I bought it, and I played it for maybe about 2, 4, 5 hours, and never really touched it again. So
Which one? 8?
I think I have 7.
The one with the green hat?
Have you ever beat a Dragon Quest?
The only one I've really played before, really hearing about the Dragon Quest and knowing it was like kind of a popular series is I had Rocket Slime on the original DS, so
yeah, that's the classic right there.
Yeah, Rocket Slime was a shit.
And I was like, okay, this seems like a pretty cool series, and then everything else wasn't really like that, I guess. But yeah, that was a cool game, I thought. You could like use like mechs or whatever, like they were just like kind of like giant houses and shit.
Awesome.
That was a cool game.
Yeah, speaking of 3DS, now's the time to start collecting for that thing. I'm noticing games starting to go up in price.
They're having a big digital sale too. I know you guys aren't into digital, right? But
yeah, Atlas has something going on right now, I think.
Oh, you're talking about the 3DS or just regular DS?
No, 3DS.
3DS. They have
yeah.
Persona Q, I think is $14, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far I was talking about like as far as like rare games and everything, but like I started noticing like declines on a lot of prices, because like Ocarina of Time on 3DS and I think K-Story 3D or whatever, those games were going up super high for a while. They were like $50-$60.
But they reprinted Ocarina of Time, I believe.
Yeah, those Nintendo Select things. Yeah. But Nico, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on my mobile phone. They getting back into it. But on my Switch though, I was playing Fortnite with the homies, Discord homies. Guy Gamer and Zobi, and I played it like twice on my own time. One-on-one thing. It was kind of fun, so I'm gonna keep playing it though.
What about Hollow Knight?
Oh yeah, I've been playing that, man. I got stuck on the level on the map, and I got to find out how to get through. I can't pass through one of the maps, so once I find out how to do it, I'm gonna play it again. I gotta do some research on the internet or something.
Stuck on that level, just like he's stuck on that review.
Come on now.
Yeah, respect the members, Ghost. Come on. And Zobi.
I've been playing, of course, Pokemon Quest. I beat it as well, Gambino. Awesome game, and I'm still addicted to it. It's the game of the goddamn summer, that Pokemon Quest. Everybody here picks it up. And you're right. I would like to pick up some more pots, but I just feel like a gangster because everybody told me, well, you have to buy microtransactions. And I didn't spend a dime.
Nope.
But I just saw news that they've made what, $3 million?
Yeah.
3.5 million downloads.
3.5 million downloads on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't think that's including the Switch downloads as well. So I'm going to get a Pokemon Quest 2, and they're going to be adding what's the following region?
Johto.
Cool. So hopefully we get some Johto Pokemon and Pokemon Quest 2. Hopefully, cross fingers. I've been playing Fortnite, and it was a blast to play with Nico Nico Guy Gamer and Frozen Magma.
Aki.
And Aki. Oh man, Aki, my brother. Yeah, we got into it, man. And that's it. I've been playing that for the past about 3 or 4. Ever since E3, I've been playing those 2 games straight.
Okay. And
question. My bad. I want to ask you a question. Did anybody here pick up the Metroid 2 Samus Return for the 3DS?
Yeah,
I want to.
Yeah, I need to.
I haven't touched
it. Like Blanche, you said, we got to go out. I'm gonna go out and start buying all the games I need to buy for the 3DS before it gets out of control. But go ahead. What about the show, man? Sorry.
But yeah, I've been doing my usual, like just playing games for like an hour, then jumping to the other. I've been playing Sonic Adventure 2 a lot recently for the next video. I've been playing a lot of classic PlayStation games recently. I've been playing Jammer Lammy just before the podcast. Yes. Kind of a hard game. I think it's like way harder than Parappa, but I think I like it more than Parappa. Yeah. And I've been playing a Wii game called Arc Rise Fantasia. It's a pretty cool turn-based RPG, but the voice acting is terrible. But that's what I've been doing.
Oh, it's actually turn-based. It's not like an action-based game?
No, it's turn-based.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. It's basically like a turn-based Tales of game. But speaking of 3DS, I'm noticing that a lot in these, what people have been playing. Nintendo was at a shareholders meeting this past week, and they discussed how mobile was going to be the new pillar of income for them, as well as answering some Nintendo Switch questions. But someone asked Furukawa, that's the president of Nintendo, who was officially sworn in this past week also, about a 3DS successor. He said that they're simply considering various possibilities. But the interesting part was that on Twitter, a user called PixelPar said he doesn't know why they're calling it a possibility when he's already seen the 3DS successor. He also said, just to clarify, I'm not talking about the Nintendo Switch. Also, I don't know enough about it yet to comment on whether or not it's an iteration of the Switch. So, Zobi, as like the biggest 3DS fan here, well, okay, like the last person actually hyping 3DS games in 2018, what would you want to see out of a 3DS successor that isn't the Switch?
Wow. I don't really care about control, what's it called? The stylus and all the other stuff.
I like the stylus actually. Like, I'm a fan of the dual screen.
I'm sorry. I don't have a problem with it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I think it's cool, but I just want to see what games are going to be put on here for this. Because that's my style right there. Is that 3DS style? That's the style that I felt like games. Because a lot of good JRPGs are coming on the 3DS, and it feels like developers are willing to put a lot of time and care and not even spend that much money in making great 3DS games. So I'm glad that they're going to continue this thing going, because instead of just jumping to the heavier hardware and we got to wait a longer time for companies to make games and the games turn out to be like Final Fantasy 15, at least we can get deeper, stronger, faster, meaner games on these 3DS type of successors, handhelds. And I love it. I love it. I think it's the best. The 3DS, DS period. I love it.
Okay, would you want the dual screen to return?
I don't. Those things I don't care for, to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying if they came back, cool. If the stylus came back, that would be cool. But I just would really like to see what type of great games they're going to put on there.
I think that the dual screen should return, because even like considering the Switch, there it seems like a minor complaint, but in regards to certain games, I feel like there's a convenience there and a certain amount of speed when it comes to certain games, because there's a lot of games that'll have like touch controls at the bottom and you don't have to pull up like a menu or something like that to stop like your forward momentum. And that's something that is a really good, I feel like that's a really good mechanic to keep around.
Case in point, Sushi Striker.
Yeah. I'm reading the chat, and they're saying that they feel like a 3DS successor could take away from the Switch.
If I feel like that would only be the case if they like present it like way too early, but like I don't think that this system's gonna be coming for a good minute.
They should combine them. Like if the 3DS doesn't have a dual screen, I think they should find a way to like make the Switch play 3DS games as well.
I think they'll both be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. I don't.
Yeah, they can both survive. They can definitely both survive, because I'll still buy like a couple of games I like on 3DS. Like I'll buy another Project X Zone.
Oh God.
I want to buy that Mario soccer game, but
I 3D. I don't think there was a
Mario Strikers.
No, yeah, it is. It's a new one.
It might have been like a sports mix or something, but I don't think there was just like a soccer game of Mario. But go ahead.
Yeah, there's a couple guns I like on 3DS though, but that I might buy. So yeah, it can still hold its own. But I mean, I guess. But if it's like 2 games coming out, which one I'm gonna buy it for? I might go for the Switch first. So that's all
I
I'm saying.
just think a good example of what I'm talking about is Blandrew. You're waiting for like an Ace Attorney collection on like the Switch or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
God,
Okay, so on the 3DS, you could just
you know,
move through, like,
before you say that, that's the reason why I like the 3DS and why I thought Nintendo had the worst E3 is that when I see 3DS games, I've never seen them besides Pokemon. I never seen them just throw out a bunch of sequels. It was always kooky and quirky, fun, original titles every single goddamn year. Ever Oasis, Monster Hunter Stories. It was just they did a couple of remasters this year.
Yokai Watch.
Yokai Watch. It's always kooky and quirky, fun, original titles on that 3DS. That's why I love it the most, except for just giving us another sequel or a collection and a remaster. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Ghost.
When you're going, like, if you're moving like through the inventory or whatever, you can just do that on the bottom screen instead of having to pop up a menu and then close it and then open it up. Like, that's something I'd be worried about, like, if it's getting ported to a console, and it seems it's a small thing, but it's less fast, I guess you could say.
But you enjoyed Xenoblade 2 menu system fine.
Yeah. I'm saying I don't think it would run on a 3DS, but I'm just saying, like, it would be convenient if you could flip through those menus, and there are a lot of problems with Xenoblade's menus in general.
Whoa.
There are.
Gamer. Guy gamer.
Well, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 definitely, like, the UI could use some tidying up and stuff. 2 was, it was okay. I wouldn't like.
I mean, dude, like, I'm not gonna shit on it too hard, but I'm just saying, like, if you gotta go into your inventory, your character select, and you gotta switch out a couple of blades, just to get through a door, it's obnoxious.
Yeah, the blade interface was bad, but the driver / but the way they separated the two, and you had to, like, go out 3 and then come in, but that was bad.
I'm just saying, as long as it's in your inventory, as long as you have a blade that has a certain ability, a field skill, then you should automatically be able to open that door. You shouldn't have to flip through them to get them.
No, I got you. But whatever. I guess everything's gonna have its drawbacks, but I do think that's something they should fix. But as far as, like, the 3DS thing goes, I know it might not be the popular opinion maybe here or, like, among Nintendo fans. It just seems like the Switch is almost like the ultimate DS. So it seems weird to me that you would make a 3DS successor. Why not just make Switch games or,
Well, I think the Switch is more catered towards teens and adults, and the 3DS will be more for kids.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess but you would have to launch it at probably $150 or something like that, right?
Yeah. Wait, hold on, Guy Gamer. Like, before we even got the Switch, and it was just, like, called NX, the dream was that it would be the handheld teams and the console teams on one platform. Do you think the handheld teams have really been there on the Switch?
No, I think it seems like they're still supporting the 3DS, so they haven't really made that transition.
My problem is, like, people are thinking, like, okay, it's a problem if we have the Switch and a 3DS out on the market at the same time, but you have to realize that those are, like, almost different markets in a way. Like, the people that bought a Wii U are not exactly the same people that bought a 3DS. I don't think that it's the same audience at all.
Well, there's a console market and there's a handheld market, and that's how it's always been with Nintendo. Yes. And they've always had, like, a cheaper alternative to the console as well. Like, that's just their thing. It's just how they do it. So it makes sense.
All right, so Gambino, what do you think about this?
I don't know. Like, it is kind of weird, but honestly, I don't think it is going to be like a full-blown 3DS. I think it might be something like a Switch Mini or something like that, because the guy said he won't specify on whether it's a spinoff of the Switch or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think this happened before with the regular DS. They said they were going to do a successor, and it turned out to be the DS Lite or 3DS. I don't remember.
But I'm not sure.
Or if you did like a pocket switch.
3DS or like a smaller switch to fit in your pocket.
A pocket switch would make more sense to me. I do get that. But you'd have to make it cheaper too, unless it was just literally a pocket switch, but that didn't dock. Like maybe that way it would be like $150. I think you have to get around $150 if you're gonna do this.
$179. It'll be straight.
Your Switch, sales. I think.
Part of me just doesn't believe it's like another Switch, just because of what the Switch already is, and it's supposed to be a portable and a console already. But like I said, that caters more to a specific market of people. I think the 3DS. It's probably going to be like a 3DS just because of the whole folding, the dual screen. It's a different perspective, I feel.
Okay. What about you, Hero? What do you think about all this?
Yeah, there's not too much to say, but I do agree with Ghost on the whole two-market thing, because there's people I know in real life that they stick to only the Nintendo home console, like the Wii U, but they didn't get the 3DS. So I know there's going to be an opposite group of people that get the handheld and then just not get a Switch. So it is what it is, but I'm kind of excited to see what it is. I'll just wait and see. I will be looking out for it, though. I have this strange feeling, though, that Nintendo is going to do some type of crazy design and have like 3 screens or something. But I'll wait and see. Yeah.
I'm just saying, Bledger, you have to take into account that we're already having console experiences on the go, and there's always going to be those people that want something a little simpler, something that's just going to be the handheld pure experience, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But in reality, because when Iwata was still here, he said that the Switch would have different iterations. I know people like Nico want like a Nintendo Switch Pro or something like that, but just like the Game Boy had the Game Boy Advance had the Game Boy Micro, the 3DS had the 2DS. I think it's just going to be something like that. So instead of 1 screen, we're just going to get 2 screens, which that's cool too.
I don't mean to like drive you too far off topic or anything, but do you think pro consoles are like kind of like a cancer in gaming?
Not really.
I like it.
When they don't make a difference,
it's an option.
Or pro.
Okay.
This is the first stab at it too. So
I think something like the new 3DS could be seen as that, like how Xenoblade is only playable on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. But speaking of 3DS, that the team that made the Alliance Alive and the Lost Legacy said they were going on hiatus because their games weren't selling.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hopefully they get something over there figured out.
They had a couple of bad games though before that.
Oh yeah?
I think this one was like the best one they came out with. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just dropped at a time where people really weren't looking for a 3DS.
Yeah.
Okay. Any last thoughts before we move on?
Yes. The reason they're saying this is because it goes back to the theory that I had. The stocks dipped because of lack of 3DS support. Switch is turning into something that I'm afraid of. Seeing that 30 minutes of Smash Brothers was hurt Nintendo big time. So they have to damage control by telling you 3DS, 3DS, 3DS.
Okay.
Well, if they do it, they need to merge the frickin' accounts. And if I buy, a virtual console game on my Switch, it should play on the new whatever 3DS successor. You know what I mean? If it can.
Yeah, you should be able to stream it from the Switch to the new 3DS or whatever.
Yeah, that's one thing I do hope it has, like TV output. Like if they're just gonna make a 3DS successor, just have that at the very least.
What I want is Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch and Metroid 2D on the 3D on the new whatever this new gadget is going to be. It's going to be amazing.
They need to go back to Sprite though. That Samus Returns.
Please go back to the team.
So embrace debate. Could this be one of like the announcements at Tokyo Game Show coming in 2019? 3DS successor with the Dragon Quest 3DS being a launch title in the West. Zelda on you where they
now everybody's on board. Yeah.
I want to play that 3DS version, man.
Yeah. Okay, but still going off Nintendo, they said that they were going to be at Tokyo Game Show this year and that they have more games to announce this fall. It's also worth noting that they haven't been at Tokyo Game Show for over 10 years. They had a report that said that it's going to be located in the business meeting area and it's only open to visitors with a business pass. Only visitors with an appointment are allowed to access Nintendo's booth at the business meeting area. So there's nothing for the average person to see, but it shows that Nintendo is at least trying to get more Japanese third parties on board and possibly exclusives as well. So what are some things you guys would like to see announced at the Tokyo Game Show for Nintendo this year?
Well, like I said, I could be completely wrong on this, but I feel like they may have some special things in store because I feel like Nintendo's trying to pace themselves with what they're showing. So what they could possibly show in regards to like who normally comes to Tokyo Game Show other than like
Atlas, Square Enix, basically all the Japanese developers that we
Square Enix could probably have some more stuff in store because they said they've been. I feel like I've heard somewhere that they've been working more with Nintendo on games and stuff. Like they're excited about their partnership with them. So
you could branch for Nintendo games.
So you could. A lot of people have been speculating that especially with Octopath Traveler coming around, that Bravely Default could possibly be getting like another title. So you may see something like that later on. Who knows? That's just a random guess from me.
I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on now because Phil Spencer's going to be at Tokyo Game Show. So with that business thing you're talking about, and Microsoft and Nintendo have been winking back and forth at each other on Twitter constantly.
Smash Brothers.
Something's going to happen. I don't know what, but I imagine there's going to be some sort of collaboration there.
Steve and Smash Brothers. Banjo-Kazooie.
Stop. Zobi.
I don't see nothing really too big. I just kind of see probably just mediocre titles at best being ported to the Switch as well.
Yeah, Persona 5 dancing and yeah.
Oh man!
How dare you insult Sly's game like that, man?
Anime fighting game,
Oh yeah, Shin Megami
Shinobi Strikers.
5.
I
I
don't
haven't heard much about him.
super big announcements. Just okay, whatever this shitty game is coming to the Switch as well. That's basically it.
Yeah, Tokyo Game Show has been kind of slipping these past few years too.
I never really,
Especially last year's.
never really watched it, but everybody always says it's mediocre. Sony's the only one that ever really does anything there or something like that.
No, it's just that the games go to Sony.
Mm.
I hope they localize games faster. Like if that'll be a thing there or something.
Nico being the Japanese gamer now.
Yeah, I would like the Yokai Watch 4. But y'all said it come out in Japan first, so we gotta wait on that, So hope they speed things up or something.
Plus, remember Octopath's got Wolfson shit, so Nico's hype.
We didn't get 3 yet, so we have to wait for 3.
Oh man,
See, Enemy just came out Monday, so they're gonna get people caught up on 3 right there.
okay.
So hopefully 4 comes in at least 2 years from now.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm with you on that, Nico, with the Yokai Watch.
Is the Shenmue collection coming to the Switch?
No,
it's
coming
not,
to
actually.
PS4, Xbox, and PC.
Yeah, because we're getting a Sega bomb in August. I wonder if they'll announce anything.
Wait, there's what?
Did you see August releases? It's like Yakuza 0 on Steam, like August 1st. Yakuza 2 Kiwami on PS4 August 20th, and like the Yakuza or the Shenmue collection like August 12th or something. It's ridiculous.
Oh wow. What about you, Gambino? What would you want to see at a TGS this year?
JRPGs, Japanese games. Like, just get some games that were really big on other consoles on the Switch, like Persona 5. Maybe they could talk to From Software, get that Sekiro game on there since Dark Souls is on there. I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Not to cut you, but did you see that tier list of Shin Megami Tensei games that I keep
Yes.
I'm with that list 100%. I don't know about you. You guys might have Persona 5 as top tier, but I really, really, really am with that list, man.
I didn't got like Persona 4 Golden
S tier.
Persona 4's ranking I didn't agree with. But.
Yeah, he had Persona 3 over Persona 4. I like Persona 4
As
more.
he should. Persona 3.
I mean, I'm just going. I like 4, but I'm just going by 4. Kind of was really the end, the beginning of the end. You know what I mean? To casualizing Persona, especially Golden.
I think
yeah.
So I'm gonna have to agree with that list 100%. Compared to those other, did you guys see the games that are on that list? I don't think 4. I would never put 4 up there with Nocturne or
No.
Nah.
that. So yeah.
Honestly, all those Devil Survivor Overclock games are way too damn emo for me. I can't.
I think those are some of the best
Those
Shin
are
Megami Tensei games.
Those are the tactical games on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh, those games are
Yeah.
amazing.
Those games are great. Yeah.
They're first-person dungeon crawlers, though. I guess that's part of my problem, and the other problem.
No,
is
that's
Tactical. It's a tactical game.
You're thinking of Soul Hackers.
yeah. Soul Hackers was on that list, though, right?
Yeah, probably was like B tier or something.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
definitely the lowest tier for me.
Yeah, did not like that game. But
Yeah, that was a good list. I like that.
Persona 5 and 4 in the same category though?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, both of them trash.
I think 4 is great. But I just think that's the beginning of the end. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Even Persona fans were agreeing with that until 5 came out. You know what
Ghost
I mean?
your retort.
I mean, fine, I guess. Enjoy what you enjoy.
Well, it's like when you're comparing it to all the other greatness that Megaten has, it's
I mean, I can't disagree with the list. I mean, Persona 3 was awesome. So
Even with the way you talk about Persona 5 soundtrack slapping.
yeah,
Yeah.
Persona 3 still had a good ending to it. So
I'm sorry, my bad. Gambino, what were you saying? You said you went Shin Megami Tensei at 5? No, Persona 5, and what else?
just some ports. I was pretty much done.
Super Mario RPG HD.
No, see, that's my thing. You guys still looking for ports on the Switch?
No more.
I'd be down to have like
I'm
some
good on
girls. I
that.
just really can't think of what. I don't know what else is coming out, so that's really all I have to say.
Please, no more. It's
No
yeah, we
more
got it.
Yeah, just give me Nier Automata and Persona 5 and like I can just get rid of my PS4 altogether. That's the only reason I have it around at this point.
How the hell are you gonna rebuy Nier Automata again? That game is trash.
Stop.
Did you even play that game?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played it for like 5, probably a little bit more than that. I played it like for 10 hours, I think, and it was just
Oh, my.
running around the fucking
shit.
barren wasteland.
Ghost didn't like the way it disrespected women.
Disrespecting my intelligence more.
Don't make me use my Sony fanboy tactics and look through those trophies.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Hero.
The only thing I expect out of TGS is just anime games. Like that's really the only thing they show over there.
Yeah.
Last year's Tokyo Game Show for Sony was so bad.
I
I remember Atlas. I remember Atlas showed some type of walking simulator. You remember that? I
Yeah,
don't know if anybody remembers that game.
to the Switch. God damn it.
They showed some type of blackface thing.
Yeah, it was like that, and then Nier Automata. So I said, yeah, no way.
I think
There's none I'm really hyped for.
I think the best game they showed last year was actually like Earth Defense Force or something.
Realistically,
Oh,
I think realistically you're probably gonna see more. Is Code Vein coming out before Tokyo Game Show?
Oh,
You're
yes,
probably
yes,
gonna
yes,
see.
yes.
You're probably gonna see more of that, and
Because they have to cater to the Japanese audience, and I remember when they ended Tokyo Game Show last year, it was with Monster Hunter, right? Remember they had they pulled out the Monster console and stuff like that. Maybe Nintendo has to come out there and come up with a Japan type of game. So that's going to be what? Yokai Watch is what? Yokai Watch? No, Yokai Watch is #1 in Japan, and Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter.
Well, Yokai Watch is already scheduled for 2018 in Japan.
Yeah, so it's going to have to be Yokai Watch or Monster Hunter. And they said they did throw out something that they were working on, a Monster Hunter Switch game.
Oh yeah, the new, not just a port, but a brand new game too. I forgot about that.
you might also see some more that Mechon Deus Ex, whatever the hell.
Diamond X Machina.
Yeah, they got to show that. They got to show that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that look cool.
So yeah, probably no surprises. Probably stuff we already know. So it'll be Diamond X Machina probably.
All right, we staying up till like 3 a.m. to watch it again.
Oh God.
What day is it?
I don't even know.
We don't know.
Well, I mean, staying up, half you guys are up all night anyway, so we might get the 3DS Successor with it, so who knows?
We'll see how things pan over.
Ghost, please.
I know, right? You're gonna disappear. You're gonna disappear.
Wait, I get it because his name's Ghost.
Ghost going Ghost.
Okay. Last thoughts before we move on?
That's it for me.
Xenoblade X.
Yeah, Xenoblade X, that's one that needs to come over too. I think Xenoblade 2 is officially done in September, Ghost?
It should be, because it's just going to be that story DLC, and they haven't mentioned any plans of, like, a Season Pass 2. I don't think anybody really wants a Season Pass 2 anyway. So.
If they can, well, I'm not even going to go there.
Go ahead, man.
No, I'm just saying, if they could continue where 2 left off in, like, a little thing, that'd be cool. Or just save it for a sequel. I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should just move on from all rest. I think that they pretty much did everything they wanted to do with that story, and it's done. It's over with. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the prequel looks interesting. We don't need them to Final Fantasy 15 this because they're still crap for that.
I know a lot of people said that they were more interested in the past and Rex's story, but I just do not care about the Mallow story. I don't care about what the hell was his name? The original driver, I forgot his name.
Adam.
I was gonna call him Alex. Yeah, Adam or whatever. I don't care about these guys. You know.
Yeah, speaking of Monolith Soft, you think we're gonna see their new game there?
Probably not, but you know that's wishful thinking.
I think that's next year.
Yeah, that seems like something they'd wait till maybe an E3 or something to show off, because Monolith is one of Nintendo's biggest contributors right now. So
speaking of Nintendo contributors,
Retro.
Yeah, Retro Studios. So an ex-employee at glassdoor.com, if you don't know what this website is, it's basically a site to review jobs, the goods, the bads, the benefits, and stuff like that. And one of the ex-employees of Retro Studios said that it was a terrible working there and that they were extremely mismanaged and that the team thinks that they're going to go under by Nintendo sometime soon. What do you guys think about this? Losing Retro Studios, Nintendo, Metroid Prime, Donkey Kong.
Okay, so yeah, other than the Metroid Prime games and the 2 Donkey Kong games, that's all they've done, right?
And Mario Kart 7, they helped with that.
Yeah, Mario Kart 7 was pretty good. So they do have a solid background, but damn, it's kind of hard to say if they'd be missed or not, because I thought Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze was pretty damn good.
Yeah,
it's just like they haven't done that many games though.
Yeah, what are they even doing? They're doing nothing. They're just sitting there posting barbecue pictures on Twitter.
That's why it's hard to say whether or not they'll be missed. I mean, they've done great titles, but I mean, shit, you know, even Namco Bandai is doing Metroid Prime 4, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, depending on how that turns out, you know, I mean, if it's as good as those other titles in that series, you know, do you think anything is going to be missed if they're living up to what Retro's already doing? Do you think Retro should be doing something else?
What do you think Retro should be doing, Ghost?
Well, you know, it would have been nice to see that Star Fox game come out, and
like a dream Retro game. Like what Nintendo franchise would you throw them on?
Well, since they're doing a racing game, they should have probably did F-Zero. You know, I mean, Star Fox, you know, I've never been too big of a fan of Star Fox anyway. You know, I played a couple of them. I played, what was it, Command on DS. I played the original. I played 64, which I didn't really care for, even though everybody has a hard-on for 64. You know, it would have been nice to have a different series resurrected, because they resurrected Donkey Kong, basically. So, you know, that seemed like something that they would continue to do.
Okay. What do you think about this, Zobie? I've seen you praise Retro, well, at least Metroid Prime in the past.
I definitely prefer the 2D Metroid over Prime. I just didn't think, because I was coming in hating on Prime, but I was okay. This is cool, but I still would prefer the 2D. But Retro's not the one that makes Viva Pinata, is it?
That's Rare.
Rare. Oh, Okay, well, cool. Now they can go away. I don't give a damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, they don't do my type of games, especially.
I mean, Tropical Freeze was like their best game, and that was like the last thing that they did.
That game ain't that good, man.
Dude, it's really
pretty good.
Y'all praising it like, man, come on, man.
It is really, really good, Nico.
It's not worth $60, but it's
Yeah, it looks like just a regular platformer to me.
I'm surprised Ghost is all melancholy about Star Fox. Is this because the furries aren't sexualized? Come on.
I don't like Star Fox, respectfully. Like, they're okay games.
He got too much clothes on. He got too much clothes on.
But
well, that's like 5 Star Fox.
I've never really cared for Star Fox.
So you wouldn't do a barrel roll if it got its own game announced.
Not really, but I'm interested to see what the Star Fox racing game will look like because, it seems like an interesting idea. They had problems with Star Fox Zero, and it might be interesting to see Retro, who has a good track record, to do something new with the series. So hey, whatever.
Okay, what do you think about this, Hero?
Star Fox and Metroid are the only ones I really care about. Donkey Kong, I haven't cared about that since I think the last one I played was the Game Boy. But if it goes under, it goes under.
Yeah.
Well, no Retro Studios love here.
I mean, you gotta understand that some of their most critically acclaimed games are the Metroid Prime games, and I don't think anybody here is that big of a fan of that. And other than that, a couple of us played Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which we all thought was pretty good, but that's one solid game, at least from our perspectives.
I feel like you guys are underselling them though, because how many Prime games did they make?
3.
Okay, so that's a good 15 years of work given all the games, like 5 games. I mean,
I'm just saying none of it. I don't think a lot of us really dabbled that closely with it, and in a way, while I do give Tropical Freeze its credit, Donkey Kong Returns, I didn't like that game at all. I thought that was a pretty bad game.
It was okay.
Me neither. I'm with you on that, Ghost.
It was okay.
I was ready to get a pitchfork out when I saw Metroid was going to be 3D, but I mean, I did enjoy the Prime games for what they were, but I do prefer the 2D ones.
What is this? And I played it. I was like, oh, this is okay.
Yeah, it still had that atmosphere, man. Because you remember from Metroid how you went into a room and you heard the atmospheric noises, and then you heard that beat, little bass or whatever it was, and everything that they did. That was still there, and that's I appreciated that.
Yeah, Prime was just a little too slow for me, but I did enjoy it when I played it.
Yeah.
Prime's biggest problem is that you're backtracking in a 3D area, which in a 2D space, that's fine. But some of those areas in Metroid Prime can get kind of annoying to keep backtracking through because they tend to be more gigantic than a 2D space.
Everybody talks about how great that GameCube controller is for Smash. It was not great for Prime.
I have never played it with the GameCube controller. I only played it with the Wii controller because I had the collection. So
okay, but Retro Studios, I think they make some of the best games in their genre, and I'd actually hate to see them go. But then again, their track record or their output is actually really bad. Their last game was in 2014, and that game was supposed to release in 2013 with Donkey Kong. So
yeah, it's they're already gone. So it's not making that much of a difference.
And my problem is it would be nice to have more quality companies alongside Nintendo making more games, because you have Monolith Soft and they're pushing out high quality games. So if you had Retro doing stuff at the same time, that'd be nice, but they're not doing anything. So it's probably best to cut your losses,
So hypothetically speaking, that's my Ghost term for today. If Retro Studios was to go under and Nintendo was to get another studio to replace them, who would you like to see Nintendo pick up from a third-party developer?
That's kind of difficult.
Platinum.
I was gonna say Platinum too, but Platinum's kind of just doing their Bayonetta thing with Nintendo anyway. So
they shut him down on Twitter though.
Yeah.
Who could they reasonably get?
Rare.
Buy back Rare, but Rare's not even making games anymore, though. Really, other than
It's because of
what
Microsoft.
the hell was that? The
They're still working on Sea of Thieves, and then
Sea of Thieves.
whatever the new avatars are going to be, or whatever.
Some 2D games. I don't know, man.
It's hard to say.
I'm gonna try and lower my expectations and just dial it back and just say it would be cool if they had like Way Forward. That'd be cool, I guess.
Way Forward?
Yeah, Way Forward.
I know a lot of people are wishing for what's the team that did Ukulele? Playtonic, I think it was.
Yes, you're right.
Forward?
Yeah, Way Forward.
I know a lot of people are wishing for somebody got a ukulele. I think it was.
Yes.
No, it's not me.
Somebody's playing the podcast.
I'm good.
I didn't even know that was. Go ahead.
Well, what about you, Gambino?
Actually thinking about it, I'd like them to pick up Yacht Club, Shovel Knight.
Oh, Shovel Knight. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Yacht Club. Yeah, Yacht Club.
Yeah, Yacht Club.
Isn't that the only thing they did? Or
are they doing that Ninja Samurai game or whatever?
Oh,
I forget the name of that.
Ninja Gaiden one.
The Messenger. No, it's not.
The Messenger. The Messenger.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah, the Messenger.
That's the 2D one.
That looked cool.
What did you say, Toby?
That's the 2D one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's them though, but yeah.
Now, is this one disgruntled developer supposedly saying this?
Yeah, basically.
So we don't even really know how legit this could be. This guy could have just got fired. I mean, do we have any other inside sources? Has Dr. Trey commented on this?
It's all rumors, I guess.
No, but there has been like a mismanagement from Retro Studios pretty much since their beginning. Though.
I don't even feel like we need the rumors to confirm that there's a mismanagement within Retro Studios. We've been hearing about a new game. There hasn't been a new game. It's been like what, like 4 years, almost 5, since Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. So,
I think we got like 2 Xenoblade games since then.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X came out after that, I think. But I guess another publisher that would be pretty cool, I guess, within reason, would probably be like Nicholas or Nicholas, like you like to say,
Nicholas.
Yeah. I don't think they're exclusive to Nintendo, but that's usually where I just see their games published anyway. It'd be pretty cool to have.
Okay. What about you, Nico? I know you probably think every developer should go to Sony, but
no. Just some more 2D games, like some whoever makes 2D games. Like, I don't know, developer. I guess not college, maybe like what Ghost said, because I do like Runner 3. So,
they do the Runner series. I didn't.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So
remember that '90s arcade racing game? That's what it was called. '90s arcade racer.
Really?
It looked so cool, but it never came out.
I do like the Runner games though. That'd be pretty cool to have, and then there's been hints towards another Cave Story type of game. That'd be pretty cool, and they got that Puzzle Fighter ripoff coming out. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Zobi, what about you?
What was the question? What games would I want to come?
No, if Retro Studios was to go under and they were to acquire a different studio instead, who would you like to see them acquire?
If Nintendo acquired another studio?
Yeah.
Oh, Rare.
Microsoft owns Rare. That's not.
Like we can't have it. Oh man. Oh, the brother that used to make the Final Fantasy games, man. Go get him, please.
Oh, Mistwalker.
Yeah, that'd actually be a good one.
Yeah, please go get him. What the hell, man? He's a genius. I know he messed up with that movie, but that's because you guys you didn't watch him. You just let him do whatever he wanted. So he made some type of, some crazy
Hideo Kojima type game.
It was that movie. They wasted so much money on that. He's a genius, man. Genius.
Yeah, that was a Shenmue.
Yeah.
Did you say who you would like to see, Guy Gamer?
It was hard to say for me, but I do think I would agree with Zobi. Mistwalker would be perfect because that's a small you would need a small developer, right? Because these are only going to be on Nintendo platforms. So if you were to buy somebody that usually released on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, you'd be cutting down.
It would be great to sit down with Monolith Soft and really bring back that old school. You know what I mean? That bring back that old school energy to Mono stuff because I feel like they kind of go in the wrong direction with Xenoblade. But yeah, he would be great to come in. Excellent.
Well, a lot of the Monolith guys are original Square guys anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why he would be great. He'd be great.
All right, who would you think to acquire, Hero?
Yeah, I'm with Zobi on that. I think that would be a good pick. I know a lot of you guys say Platinum Games, but I think Platinum Games is focused on Bayonetta, and I don't like Bayonetta for anything. So no way. I know the reason why is because I think the only reason why people play that game, I'm gonna be honest, it's for sexual reasons. Like I think that's it.
I think Platinum Games as a whole is just kind of hit and miss though, because some games they have that are pretty good, and then others are just complete bombs.
Respect the Mother Goddess.
I cannot get through Devil May Cry either. I don't know what it is about.
Oh, you dropped it?
I don't know. I just haven't felt the urge to go back and play it.
Bayonetta is better than Devil May Cry to me, though.
Definitely.
Okay, but yeah, I'm going Platinum Games. Like Platinum Games, the problem with them is that they take on too many projects at a time. Like I think they did like Transformers and Ninja Turtles and The Legend of Korra. They just they said they wanted to make their own IP, but they don't really have the money and finances for that, so they're stuck to mobile for that. I don't know if you guys saw that that game that looked like Okami, but yeah, if they were to get acquired, I think they could do some really cool stuff because they did Wonderful 101 and Star Fox, but what's his name?
They did the Star Fox game, and that was like a on rails type of shooter or something, right, Blanger?
Yeah, but that's mainly because Miyamoto was involved with that too.
I was gonna say though, because it just kind of feels like they never really do anything outside of hack and slash and beat 'em ups. They all kind of have like the same type of games.
Yeah, Nintendo would pretty much have that entire market under their belt, since nobody else really makes games like that anymore.
Yeah,
by level 5, Nintendo. Yay! Level 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Level 5.
I remember. Oh, okay, Yokai watching all that. Okay.
Yeah. Uzunami 11.
Uzunami.
We could get Nino Cootie back with monster collecting, please.
Yeah, Rogue Galaxy guys.
I gotta give Blander credit though, because he mentioned Wonderful 101 without any excitement, like he was really trying to calm himself.
No, the Wonderful 101 is great.
I still want to try that game.
I don't think you guys would like it, but just knowing how you guys are, what's up with these little creatures, man? Like,
they
I think that
Beautiful Joe.
No, is it just tap square to win, or is it like like a game?
It's kind of like an action Pikmin. You guys don't like Pikmin?
I don't like.
I never played Pikmin.
I'm gonna have to try that out. Yeah,
I think Pikmin's cool. I never played it, but I think it's cool. But I don't want action. Action means just press square, right?
You have to like draw shapes and stuff like that with the analog stick too.
I'm good.
If they remastered or ported the Switch, I'll probably try it this time, because I mean, if it's Blander intro worthy, it's probably worth a look, right?
Blander based his superhero off of it, of course.
So level 5. I'm still sticking with Platinum though.
Yeah,
way forward.
Yeah, but level 5 is like super close with Nintendo.
Yeah, it fits Nintendo too.
After Nino Cootie 2, they said, fuck out of here. It was Sony for nothing, boy. It's going to be cell phones and Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh, is Inti Creates just a part of Capcom, or do they do stuff
they're their
on
own thing.
Okay,
I think they're kind of like a Nicalis.
Okay, yeah, dude, Inti Creates is fucking dope. They made
Gunvolt for people who don't know.
Gunvolt. They did it's 2 of the best Mega Man games in the series, man. I think they're great.
Wait, what are the 2 best?
9 and 10. I thought those were some of the best. They also did. Let's see, Mighty Gunvolt. Yeah, they did 9 and 10. They did the 0 series. Let's see what else.
Wait, they did that?
Yeah, they did the 0 series.
I thought they were they just came around not too long ago.
No, and they're working on Bloodstained Cursed.
They're doing some Dragon Mark for Death or something. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, they. I think they just did that Bloodstained Curse of the Moon thing. So
that was $50 for this new Bloodstain.
For the 3D one, or are you talking about the 2D one?
The 3D
I think it's like probably about $30. I have no idea actually.
Nah, I'd rather play Curse of the Moon.
Yeah, Curse of the Moon is awesome.
Yeah.
And okay, so no, there isn't a price for it. Doesn't look like.
You know what? They ought to buy Capcom and save them from their mediocrity.
That might
I
be.
remember Capcom came out with an article years ago. Remember, Blanchard, when it was like, we're going for the Call of Duty audience? Remember they said
Yeah, they're trying to cater to the Western demographic.
Oh my god!
Said that. I was like, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's when we started
Wait.
getting like a DMC, Devil May Cry, and
Resident Evil 5 and 6.
Wait, is Capcom out their minds?
Yeah,
Everybody that did that just about went bankrupt. THQ said the same thing.
So what?
Like everybody that went after the Call of Duty audience, quote unquote, basically went bankrupt. THQ did the same thing.
I just don't understand, man. That Bloodstain that they got out now, the 2D one, like I don't know why they just didn't go for that art style in the main game. I think that 3D shit looks bad.
I think the 2D one was some type of just something silly. You know what I mean? Like a little something to get you hyped up for the 3D one.
Yeah, but that one's gonna looks better.
Yeah, but more people were like, "Hey, we want this instead of that one." So I guess they've already been stuck making this game, so they have to put it out. But I think the next one will be that 2D one, and it'll be bigger and longer and harder.
You think he's gonna pull through with this game?
It looks mediocre.
The new trailer out for it. I don't know if you guys have seen it because they sent out an email, and if you paid for like the $60 tier, you got to play the new demo, which I didn't. I just paid the $20 tier, but it does look a lot better. It still looks like it's got a ways to go though. Like it was kind of barren.
I want to support it for such a good job that they did with
Bloodstain.
With Bloodstain. So I want to support it. But it's if it's going to be $60, then I can't do it. I'm sorry.
It looks way too floaty, and it doesn't look like
to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it controls right.
Granted, this is the first supposedly open, or not even open. It's the first closed beta. So I imagine they could improve things and tweak things from there. I mean, look at Kingdom Hearts 3, right? How floaty and slow that was versus.
Oh man, keep your guard up.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He's pulling the trigger.
He's pulling the trigger even though it's supposed to play like that.
Well, no, they
trash.
Yeah, there was like a rumor going around at the show floor that said it got delayed because people complained that it was way too floaty.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Well, it'll get fixed faster, hopefully.
You charged?
Not yet.
Oh god.
Keep it real good.
Are you?
Yeah, he's still keeping everything in the box in this closet. He's not gonna come out yet. So.
I know you're gonna buy it too, Blanchard. So
I'm definitely not.
Oh,
I
you're
know
not.
a lot of people think that I'm buying games like Pokemon Go and Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not buying those games.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I wouldn't deny it. You didn't even support Mario Tennis, so.
No, I'm getting that one.
He should
drops.
I'm most surprised that Blanchard still has not bought Labo.
Oh, you didn't buy it? Oh, you don't buy that trash, man.
As he should.
Although now he has access to warehouses full of cardboard. So.
Oh God, can you imagine?
But Sony, we just got an update on crossplay, and Todd Howard fires back at Sony after their recent thing. So Todd Howard had a video interview with Game Informer, I think it was, and somebody asked if Fallout 76 will have crossplay, and he replied, "We would love to do that, but right now it's not possible." And then right after he said that, he stopped with the PR talk and just said the honest truth and said, Sony isn't being helpful, so we just literally can't do it. And it's gotten to the point where, like, anytime Sony posts anything on Twitter or YouTube, you've got people asking them where crossplay, if it's happening or not. So Sony's Sean Layden came out and addressed it by saying, "We're hearing it. We're looking at all the possibilities. You can imagine that the circumstances around that affect a lot more than just one game. I'm confident that we'll get to a solution which will be understood and accepted by our gaming community, while at the same time supporting our business." Still not really doing anything, basically.
They're basically telling everybody to shut up.
Yeah.
Hold on, but Andrew, I thought he put that out for Fortnite, and then the news for the crossplay with Fallout was right after that. No,
it might have been.
Yeah, I think he was talking about Fortnite. Like we're gonna be working on it. We're gonna do something, and then even though they were saying all that, all of a sudden, a week later, they were like, "No, absolutely not for Fallout." So they've been bullshitting us. And we talked about how they were bullshitting us this whole time about doing crossplay.
Yeah.
I can't stand that company. They're a bunch of scumbags, man.
What do you think about this, Nico? Everybody else is playing together, but Sony just doesn't want to come play.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Sony. Well, maybe they'll do it next gen, man. That's all I can say.
You know, they've been saying wait till next gen since the PlayStation 3, man.
Yeah.
And we're still waiting.
Now's the time.
And we still waiting? Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been waiting for next gen for the whole PlayStation 3 calendar. Now you're saying that with the PlayStation 4, now you think they're gonna start being consumer friendly with the PlayStation 5?
Yeah, I think it's only gonna get worse, Nico.
Because shouldn't it be easy? Like I don't know what's the problem. Like
yeah, they said it's literally just a flip of the switch, but they just won't allow it.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like
the thing is, this isn't even a Sony game, so Sony doesn't even have to control any of this. The actual Fortnite will handle everything. Sony just has to allow it.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, Todd Howard wants it too on the PS4, but they're just not letting it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the excuses on Twitter, so I
Todd Howard props. So I mean, this is what it's going to take for Sony to get it. Is just these big devs coming out and firing shots because they're not going to do it otherwise. And they got to keep the conversation going.
Yeah, we got to riot.
Let Sony get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to riot. I like how when
do that because Sony can do whatever they want, and their fan base will say nothing about it.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of defense for this going around on Twitter. I think I saw more defense than actually getting angry about it.
Yeah, I did too.
Don't believe in saying anything bad about Sony because I don't know, some type of weird homosexual thing going on with them and Sony. It's like they're not your friends. They're not your friends. They're only supposed to make video games, and that's it.
Yeah. What's up with our team, consumers acting like they're part of the business? Like, just let them do it. It's for their business. But you're the consumer. You should be mad that they're not providing for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about crossplay, Hero? You weren't here for this topic last week.
I don't know why Sony don't want to allow it, but I don't really have to play with Sony fans. I think Sony fans are just as retarded as Sony employees. So, they can do whatever they want. But I honestly don't know what's the reason, especially since Fortnite isn't it's not their game, right? So what do they really have to do? It's not like, I don't think it's hard work, is it?
No.
Crossplay?
We're ready. We're ready to pull the trigger. But Sony says no.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't what's wrong with these guys?
Sony doesn't have to do it. The problem is if you buy any sort of DLC on another platform, Sony doesn't get a cut, and you don't have to buy a PlayStation to then play the game. So they want to keep you trapped on their platform, so they get every piece of the pie, and you have to have a PlayStation, right? Or
the microtransactions, man.
Yeah, so if we're playing Fortnite, I'm playing with Xbox guys and PC guys, and they see us enjoying themselves. I don't see what's the point of withholding Sony fans from that. But I don't know. It is what it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Hero. I do want to play with PlayStation fans. Just like,
oh man, that'll be so fun, wouldn't it? Whooping their ass in Street Fighter.
Yeah, versus the console.
That's what I mean. If they had like a little icon of what platform they were above you, and then you could maybe just fight PlayStation. Set up a Street Fighter tournament, PlayStation versus Xbox. That shit.
Yeah, they're always talking about how the skill ceiling is like the highest on the PlayStation. Like. It would be so fun to play with these guys on Nintendo and stuff.
Nintendo boys will wash them up. That's why. I want to see Nintendo versus Sony. Them Nintendo boys will eat them up.
They a lot of these Nintendo guys play games religiously. It's kind of scary, actually.
For real.
Yeah. That'd be a truly.
I saw pictures of them at the Mario Tennis tournament. They looked insane. They play hours. They play hours upon hours of just bad games. You know what I mean?
You can look into their eyes and just see the game, not even the pupil or anything.
For real.
Like they just got done doing a whole line of coke.
That'll be a truly next gen experience though, like the Nintendo versus PlayStation or versus Xbox Online.
It's gonna be a slaughter.
When I first heard about online gaming, that's what I thought. I thought they were all going to be together, and then it was like, no, it's only for that console. And I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And it still doesn't make sense to me. They should all be together, man.
Yeah. What if Sony is saving that big news for like a big conference or something?
I don't think it's big news. It just should be done.
Push up a button.
Yeah.
If they literally waste 10 minutes of my time telling me now that we can play with them, Nintendo never made an announcement for that. That's not big news.
Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all, big news. Like, what?
Yeah, like Phil Spencer wasn't on Nintendo's stage. They didn't have Reggie go up there on Xbox's stage.
Yeah.
They dropped the trailer and said, hey, you can play with Xbox, guys.
It should just be a standard.
Yeah, it should though.
They should be showing games, not telling me I can finally play the Nintendo fans.
Yeah. Oh, well. What do you think about this?
Oh, did everybody go yet? No, I'm sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
No, I'll wait till everybody finishes. I'm sorry.
Okay, Ghost, are you still not caring about crossplay or what?
No, I don't give a shit about no fucking crossplay, man. If it happens, it happens. Should they be stubborn about it? No. To me personally, it doesn't matter. If it happens, cool. But I agree. They don't need to. If people are asking him for it, they should just go ahead and do it. Fuck it. Yeah.
You don't want to stomp out Jabari on the Switch?
Jabari, look, I tweeted this man Jabari, and this nigga still never played me. This nigga was like, "Oh yeah, I'll play you with something." He never played me in anything, so it's like whatever.
Where's your what, Ghost?
I said like to play me in like a Street Fighter, and then he was talking about Dragon Ball Fighters and shit, and Blaze. Well, I don't even have Blaze Blue Cross tag, so I wouldn't have thought of it that anyway.
I'll play you in Fighters.
Like, dude, I don't understand why people keep talking about fucking fighters and shit. That I was like one of the better players on there. That's not a hard game.
Man, come on, man.
I don't remember you playing those, respectfully.
Come on, man. You wasn't the best in fighters, man. Come on now.
I was probably like the best.
Who was the best in fighters?
Dude, like, other than like 2 or 3 other people, I wiped pretty much everybody clean.
Wait, you guys are bragging about being.
Wait, is this some kind of alternate reality?
I know.
Let's get back on, man.
I know.
These guys are losers. They're bragging about that.
I know it's pointless.
I can swear faster.
It's just like, why do we want to fight in fighters anyway? Let's play something else.
I remember we were playing with fighters, and it took like when we were like doing 3v3, and it took like 30 minutes just to finish a fight. Like,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, one thing I would like is just to like one person fighters are cool and all, and 3v3 games are becoming like too long and drawn out. I think, like, I want to see games where it's just like 2v2, because like it's not too short, but it doesn't drag on forever like some of these 3v3 games.
When we were playing Marvel 2, I didn't feel like it dragged out.
Just because of fighters, there's no chip damage. You're sitting there blocking for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, just the mechanics are dumb, and it makes matches go by hella slow.
And I heard they nerfed Adult Gohan or whatever, but I mean, you can pretty much just whip out Adult Gohan and go to town on motherfuckers, get the X Factor, and the match is over.
All right, next stop.
Yeah, let's move on. I'm done talking about fighters.
Don't forget the Annihilation Attack, but you
guys see the tweet. I think Nintendo was like, please, I don't remember, but they were like something about they were calling, and then Xbox was like, hello, and then Nintendo was like, what's up? And Nintendo
was that right for Minecraft or something?
Oh, it was only for Minecraft?
No, I think that tweet.
Oh, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, what's going on? What they doing? What they doing over there? You know what I'm saying? For Minecraft, that's what you're saying?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I hope it wasn't for Minecraft.
I wasn't sure
saw that though.
Or not.
Yeah. I hope it was for like Rare or something. Get some Rare games on there. Let's go.
Who posted that one? You posted a tweet. I think Zoe. Somebody had tweeted about fighters being such a great game and flourish. Like, look at this combat. It's so
high fight.
Yeah, they were like,
the comments were praising it.
It was like this is the best moment of the year, and it was like just a bunch of dudes tapping square. You know?
Oh, that one from Z. Yeah, the guy was like blocking, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's blocking."
Yeah, and vanish.
I think it was the announcer was getting things all intense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's screaming like a little girl.
But I had it on mute, so when I was looking at it, I just thought, well, what's going on here? I don't see I don't see anything here. You know what I mean? But when I turned on the volume, there was a guy going, "Oh my god!" So I think that's what got a bunch of like nerds and losers got charged up over there. You know?
Is that where you were at, Ghost, when you were gone this whole time, just narrating over Fighter Z?
Oh shit!
Fuck no.
You know what they should have done? They should have had a guy that just like talked like Krillin the whole time, going,
But no, I mean, but Minecraft and Fortnite is a start. But I hope they can, because I heard Microsoft say, no, I know Rare or somebody say you can borrow our games. You just got to do them right. You know what I'm saying?
Rare said that, like just do them justice or something like that.
Justice, come on, please.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh yeah, and that too. Banjo-Kazooie is great too.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to Viva Pinata, like number one priority or something?
That's all I want to do. Yeah, but I would definitely take a Banjo-Kazooie over having Banjo-Kazooie and Smash Brothers. I would definitely take a new game. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wanted to play that a long time ago. Whenever it came out for the Xbox,
it came out the same year as the Xenogears. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they were doing that. I think they said like last year was like the most legendary year. Then I looked at that year. That was
it was epic. That was when man, I was in my zone in '98.
Yeah. That's when they created new franchises. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah, but not even that. '98. It was '99, 2000, 2000.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not even '98. Even before that, because Final Fantasy VII came out before that. Well, that's not a new franchise, but it was iconic at the time. And shit, before Super Nintendo. But yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope Nintendo Xbox is working on something with Rare, man, because it was about to turn up.
You think we can see like a future where Nintendo and Xbox just start sharing their IP?
Probably not. Like, what do you mean by sharing their IPs? Like having them cross over?
Like you could see like Mario. Like a Mario cameo and like Halo or something.
Like trading kind of.
I think you could see Banjo on the Switch and possibly like a Nintendo people like actually developing it potentially and put it on Switch and Xbox. I think you'd see something like that.
Like I don't like I'm not trying to like be a party pooper or anything, but I think it's not really gonna go beyond crossplay, and I have a feeling that there's going to be something with Banjo and Kazooie happening sooner or later.
You talking about Smash again?
Either that, or like you're probably going to get like maybe like a Rare game or something on a Switch. But yeah, probably like Smash Brothers related. A lot of people want that to happen, so I see that.
Yeah, Nintendo's not like Sony. They're not handing their exclusives out like hotcakes. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, like that's what I was like. Kind of thinking he was like saying when he said that, like I don't think there's gonna ever be like a Mario game or something like that on Xbox. It just sounds weird.
So there can never be like a Kirby and Master Chief like best friend.
The only like maybe you'll see Metroid cross Halo.
Yes, they will do Metroid Halo big time.
Yeah,
that sounds
okay.
Cool. Especially in this Mother Goddess generation when there's too much male energy at Halo. They need this female over there.
Okay. So Ghost was telling me that not GameStop, Best Buy was just talking about closing, not selling CDs anymore a few months ago. Well, they finally got an official report this past week and said that they're officially done selling CDs in stores. And people were saying that physical media is on the way out because that they're like Walmarts and Targets. They don't even sell the game copies anymore. They just sell cards. So
listen, I would hope physical media is not a dying brand because I like owning things no matter how outdated or, stupid that may seem to people nowadays, I guess. But as far as Best Buy is concerned, like I never see motherfuckers up in there anyway. So I never understood why that was such a big deal to people, because like you go to the gaming section in Best Buy, nobody's there. You go to like the DVDs, nobody's there because they're just too fucking expensive.
You
like,
go to like
no, because they in and out. It's not expensive.
You see more people in the Target across the street than in a fucking Best Buy, and nobody's ever in Target.
I guess Target sell like food and stuff.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I don't know, Gus. I think your experience might be unique, but
there's a lot of people in my Best Buy.
I didn't even know they still did sell audio CDs. Nobody has been buying audio CDs for years. It doesn't have to do with games. Who said they are not selling physical games in Walmart and Target? Those cardboard things are for pre-orders. Like, what are they talking about?
No, people were posting like pictures on Twitter, and all they had was like just gift cards or something for PlayStation Network, Switch, and Xbox.
No, they still sell games. That's like
they still sell games.
Optional. That's optional.
No, it might be there. It might be their Walmart or something. I don't know, but that's what they were showing on Twitter.
The last time I was in Target, they did have cardboard things for games, but they were pre-orders. Like they were like, here, buy this pre-order card. You can pay full or pay $5. I think you're
talking about like Toys R Us type of tickets or something like.
It was just a cardboard clip with a SKU on it. So like I could buy Crackdown 3 for $5 or whatever whenever it does come out. Something like that.
But CDs are different than the games because nobody really owns a CD player anymore. So everybody got an iPhone, MP3 player, Android. It's different from like a gaming console. So.
I mean, people do have CD players in their cars, so I mean,
the cell phones killed a lot of them. CDs,
Bluetooth.
They also have box ports, so you put everything on your phone. iTunes, wherever else digital songs are coming from.
It's coming back.
It's popular.
Yeah. It's like Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
The streaming services. So
and I guess it may seem like I'm projecting a little bit, but I mean, hell, I often see more people in Fry's than I see in Best Buy or Target. So
I put the link in the Google Hangouts chat so you can see the kind of thing I'm talking about.
I just think those stores in general are like. I don't want to say a dying brand, but I'm just going off my experience. I never see people up in those places.
Amazon's killing everything.
Yeah, Fry's is different though too. You can't really compare Fry's. It's it's almost like a techie Walmart. You know what I mean?
That's not everywhere either. Best Buy is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm with Ghost on hit. Like my Best Buy is a wasteland. There's only like old people asking how to turn on their PC and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what I think is the problem. It's the old mall model is a wasteland, so there's a lot of malls that are dying, and so in turn you're seeing those stores die too. And really those stores are probably the only thing keeping the malls alive. All the stuff goes in waves. Now everybody's doing the outside sort of shopping centers, right? The little villages.
I think they're doing online.
Village.
Yeah,
I think online is the problem.
Exactly.
No, it's definitely a problem and bit into the business, but they've also moved to those little villages. Like we have something called Avalon close to where I live, and it's just like these outlet shopping centers, right? Where like there's like a Dick's Sporting Goods and all these like little mom and pop shops, and then one or two other big stores. So,
I don't know. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If physical, like I used to be like hardcore physical, if it went away, like I really wouldn't even trip all that much. I'm running out of space.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you, Blangy. I used to be hardcore physical too, but now I'm like, what's been good enough for me to even want to keep?
Yeah.
Especially with the Switch, I go back and forth and like, should I just get it digital and have it on me at all times, or do I have to carry all these cartridges with me? It's kind of
that's another thing.
Yeah.
Shit, you guys are sounding like me now. Wait. But how long has it been since you've moved?
So
like, have you been in the same house or location for a while? Like,
talking about me or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been here for a couple of years. Yeah.
Okay, because that's what kind of really got me off physical. I moved probably 4 times within, 4 years, and I'm boxing up the same shit, and it's like all games and different stuff, and I'm like carrying this stuff up flights of stairs. I'm like, I'm done buying physical.
Yeah, it's a problem, man.
I used to always go to Target and buy my CDs, but now they're going straight to Apple Music. So I just put it on there, put it on my Walkman, and I go over to the gym and enjoy myself. For the games, I buy these expensive $50 games, and there's no instruction manual. You know what I mean? The yard cover is just okay at best. And, it's nothing. It's nothing. And the games are just mediocre. It's not any cheaper.
As far as music, I fell out of CDs a long time ago. I started like using my MP3 like around like 2010 and everything. Anyway,
I have a car. I had a car ever since I was 16 years old. So putting my CD in the car was always my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When'd you get your license, Ghost?
Oh shit! Non-existent.
No, my bad. I forgot he didn't have his license. I'm sorry. That's what I was about to say. His generation might be different from mine, but he never even got a license. So never mind. Yeah.
I think maybe Gambino too, but I was gonna say me and Zoe back in the day. See, we had those CD players where you actually took the face off the CD player when you went.
Yeah. You didn't want to leave it because somebody was gonna snag it. But yeah, I've always was like, I got to get this CD. Boom, put it in there. Boom, boom, boom. But now I got it on my Walkman and I go to the gym. You know what I mean? It's all right there. But I still would prefer to have the CD because the covers are cool, holding it, reading the book, and it was fun to do back in the day. But that reality doesn't exist anymore.
No.
So you giving up physical?
I'm still going to buy physical for games that I think I'm going to like. But I really, really, really enjoying digital on the Nintendo Switch. It's the best.
I just don't want to grow complacent because I know if we go into a full digital future, like that's something that's
when we go to a full digital future, and thanks to God Gamer and things like that, these companies will have us by the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the fuck they want to do with your games. You don't even own your games anymore. Look at Steam.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Nintendo
Steam?
Online Service.
What about Steam?
You don't own your games. That's Steam's game, not yours.
Nah, but look, they're just happy you're buying games on PC. They're not going to screw you over because it'd be just as easy just to pirate the game. So
yeah, but I mean, even certain games already have like included DRM and all that stuff.
They get around that stuff quick, man. They're not. You can't fight it.
Yeah, but imagine console. I don't think there's like any way to get around that stuff.
I seen a guy lose his account. I seen a guy losing his account on Steam and lost all of his games. He had to rebuy them all over again.
That has happened before.
Sounds like fake news to me, man. I don't know.
No, it happened. What you telling me that people can't lose their accounts, a virtual account? That's what you're telling me?
If they get hacked, maybe, and don't know how to recover their email and stuff.
Well, I mean, you can't have all your stuff on PC at once anyway. Like, eventually you're gonna free up space on your PC, and if you do lose your account on Steam, which can happen, you'd lose access to those other games. So
when we go all digital and the PS4 has another one of their online breakdowns, you can't even get access to your games.
And it's like every week too. True. All those outages. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Steam works the way the Xbox should have introduced it, though. Like your primary PC on your account, you don't have to be online to play your games. But
I can't even get on Steam unless I have online service.
No, you can. It just it'll tell you you're not online. You'll be in offline mode.
There's an offline mode.
Yeah. But you can still play though, right?
Yeah, no, Steam's pretty customer friendly in that regard, and they have to be. And honestly, it's just so damn old. They don't update the UI. They don't update anything really. It's kind of sad. But
I mean, when people are paying for half-baked indie games on Steam, I can see why nobody has an issue.
Here comes the NDA.
I know some of the games Guy Gamer does play is like
Smash clones.
Yeah, he was playing some game
I was like
Platypus.
I was literally trolling. I bought a $2 game just to troll really quick. So I mean,
Slap City look fire, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, like ghosts don't want to see me on Slap City right now.
Yeah, so once we go all digital, it's a wrap. You're gonna need online service. They're gonna have us by the nuts.
Yeah, the prices are barely gonna ever drop.
The prices are gonna never drop now. Oh my God, these prices are so cheap, and they're gonna have them when everybody goes digital.
Remember at the beginning of, I think it was like the last generation where they said that digital prices should be cheaper than physical copies, and they were always more expensive.
Yeah, that was
never went down.
Well, I think that was retailers though pressuring them because they wanted to, obviously stay relevant. But what I think is going to happen is they're going to try to do basically what Amazon and Apple are doing and they're going to try to move people to these subscriptions, right? Which both Sony and Microsoft are doing, and Nintendo seems to be doing too, to where you're just paying monthly subscriptions and access to X amount of games.
Good segue, Guy Gamer. Google is thinking about getting into the console business and doing that same exact thing.
It's already a failure.
Google. Wait, a console or a gaming service?
It's already a failure. It's already a failure.
They have the.
I can see it succeeding, to be honest.
Yeah,
they had the money to do it, but what they gonna do though? Like, what games? Like,
I don't know. They had the guy who did the PlayStation and the Xbox behind them working on this thing.
Dude, Google could buy any studio they want.
It's arguable that Google is an even worse company than Sony when it comes to greed.
Are you speaking like on a YouTube scale or?
No, I just mean in general, and I don't see that being a good idea. It's gonna be a massive fuck up. I see it.
They can do it. Yeah. They got their money too, but it has to be like enticing. They got to bring like a whole bunch of new features. They got to be something different though.
I think you're sleeping on Google, Ghost, respectfully.
I don't think that they would be getting quality games on that market. They'd be pushing out whatever the hell they wanted, and it'd just be whatever.
They're gonna put the games out that's already out though, right?
I don't think that they would have that quality seal of approval, man. You're gonna be seeing all types of shit. It's probably gonna be like an app console.
Isn't that the same thing for like Xbox and PlayStation?
No,
4 also?
I mean, like I mean, in the sense that you have like a phone. It's like having your phone connected to a TV, like having like Angry Birds type of games on your fucking television.
Yeah, that's on PS4 too.
But as part of the whole console, that's all you're gonna be seeing. Like, that's what they're gonna be. That's what I would see them pushing.
I wouldn't underestimate them. I think you're underestimating them. They've got a lot of money and a lot of power to do a lot of research and do metrics and all that crap and project things. So
they could put YouTube on there.
They could buy Epic and lock up Fortnite. Who the hell knows, man?
They are huge slime balls too. So
my Google account will be linked to my video games.
Oh, shit.
Most likely,
probably.
Tell me,
probably already is.
So. Oh, it already is.
They have Google Play. You can buy Dragon Quest and all kinds of games on
there. Yeah, they have that on there.
If I lose my Google account by just saying a curse word or not agreeing with the feminist narrative, they're going to take my account in my games.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Exactly. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I don't like Google myself really that much, so
Google,
I don't think
Google was the only website. Yahoo for a long time wasn't doing it. I think they finally considered doing it. Google was the only website that was giving out your information just free, willy-nilly to the White House. Barack Obama wanted your information. He got it off of Google.
You got to double check your information nowadays because you could have.
You got it all up there the White House thanks to Barack Obama and Google.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. So the lady came in with the guns drawn, shooting up YouTube. It's the same place that YouTube is, that Google owns.
You got a backup history for your history.
Tell me that you guys are supporting this feminist, pro-feminist Google? Fuck out of here! No way.
It will not. See, I think it will succeed, but I'm not supporting them because I know Google are like huge slime balls. I'm not messing with Google.
Give Google a dime. They got to give me money every month.
Yeah.
No, they got the money to do it.
I can say, hey, feminists are stupid, and they snatch my damn website and snatch my Google account, and now all my games are going, and they got my money.
No, see, I think they're going to come at you guys sideways, though. What if they only allow game streaming from their console on YouTube?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be crazy. That'd be bogus.
It's terrible. It's not even just that. Like during the whole election, they were hiding certain searches from Hillary Clinton. They were promoting certain things. Yeah, no way.
I wouldn't give them a dime.
I still think I could see this thing taking off. I think Apple could do it too.
Yeah, I think it
Apple
definitely has potential. Unfortunately, it's not like a situation like Crash being in Smash where it's just not going to happen. I think you have a situation.
No, but what would make you buy it though? What would make you buy it?
I'm not going to buy it. I don't plan on buying it. I'm not interested. I don't want to support them, to be honest with you. I think we have a good paradigm right now with the 3 companies we have leading.
It's another Ouya in the making.
No, I'm saying, what about you, Blandrew? Like, what do you think they could do to make you buy it? Like, I don't see the reason to buy it unless it's some crazy new.
I think it'd be like another Xbox. Like, I don't think it'd have like a lot of Japanese support, but Japanese games, basically.
I'm telling you, you're putting way too much faith in Google to make a quality product.
Would you have believed me if I told you Microsoft could take off too?
Well, I mean, Microsoft has been in the gaming.
No, I'm saying like before they came in.
Well, yeah, I could believe that because I mean, the thing
can't believe Google.
It was different.
Third of the world.
That's a good point, though. That's a good point.
Just gone belly up, and Nintendo was floundering.
Microsoft had a different mindset
at the right time. It was right when Sega went down. Everybody, it was trying to promote this more of a grown, older type of game.
Yeah.
And you know, Microsoft came at the right time, right place, and you know, came out with some pretty great games as well.
They had a different mindset, as well as their gaming division seems a lot more different compared to their PC market. So I mean, if the Google console came out with like, you know, a different group, a different mindset in mind, you know, maybe, but as Google is now, I don't think that would be a wise decision. I don't think it'll be.
You don't get a bunch of feminist games, Mother Goddess games.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna get the first leading transgender game. You know.
Oh man.
It's really. I think it's kind of hard to break into the console market nowadays. I think it is.
Is it been confirmed it's going to be a console? Because I think they could do better with a handheld solution or like some kind of hybrid thing like that.
No, they said console. I mean, you don't hire the guy who was behind PlayStation for like 15 years and the Xbox guy for like 7, I think it was, just to make a streaming thing or a handheld.
They hired 2 people?
Well, he was, I think it was like vice president of Sony.
Is this the Bolt? Is this the? Oh, okay, no, this isn't the guy I'm thinking of, because there was a guy that was going to make a Surface, but it was like an actual book that you opened up. He was one of like the creative guys at Microsoft that left.
Yeah, he was. I think this guy was like the hardware guy of the PlayStation brand back in the day.
Okay.
Sure, we are live streaming
off. For real, the guy. Why are they hiring some guy from PlayStation? They ain't do shit. All they did was get Nintendo's games on the PlayStation 1. And the games that they did make were, you know, I like them. Siphon Filter and Parappa the Rapper and things of that such, but nobody likes those games.
Yeah.
That's what I'm told.
I have a video about that coming out too, but yeah.
Maybe marketing. I don't know.
Time will tell.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all I have, unless somebody else wants to talk about another topic.
What have you been up to this week, Ghost?
More Ghost. Can we just go, please?
Yeah.
Going for an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that's been Save Point Podcast episode 8. Shout out to the chat. Thanks for coming through, and everybody.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, if I can just interject, it's the 4th of July, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody here doing anything patriotic, or can do a patriotic stream? What's going on?
I'm gonna
I might ask.
Super 5 white women tomorrow. That'll be my patriotic.
I'll be throwing a barbecue.
I might go to a club or something. I don't know.
Meat eaters.
Oh.
As I should.
Yeah.
Wait, Nico, that's not different from any other day, though.
It's gonna be crazy though, because it's the 4th though. It's gonna be all wild and shit.
What about you, Ghost? Any plans?
No.
Raw space?
No.
Ghost hates America.
Raw space. You know, I mean.
Wait. You don't have anything? You don't have anything going on?
Personally, no. I don't have anything.
No barbecue hot dogs?
Yeah,
well, yeah. I mean, barbecue, yeah. But I'm doing fine right now. You know, nothing too big. But yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to see if anybody was, doing anything overly patriotic. Maybe like stream a patriotic game. For America.
What are you thinking about doing, that Guy Gamer?
Yeah, respectfully, Guy Gamer. I don't think black people really get down like with that whole.
Well,
no, I'm just saying, like, I've never really seen like somebody go all out like that. A black person.
We get some barbecue, eat some barbecue. The black person thing, I guess. Stereotype.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Usually, Caucasians usually just get really drunk and,
yeah,
go to a beach, get really drunk.
What, are you gonna go shooting off like some firecrackers or some shit like tomorrow?
No, I don't do that, but I know plenty of people that do. But I'm not in Ohio this year, so I'm gonna just be hanging out, man. I'm not.
You got your American hat ready for tomorrow, Hero?
Yeah. I got some type of potluck I gotta go to.
Potluck.
Yeah, Gambino's already got his patriotic hat from Fatal Fury.
You damn right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to.
Octopath Travelers in 2 weeks.
Let's go.
Hey.
Oh shit!
Wait, is it next week?
Is it? That's next week.
Yeah, I think it's like July 17th,
10 days,
right?
10 days.
It's
10 days, something like
next
that.
Friday, right?
Yeah, I
They're
think
going
so.
on meme countdowns and getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, I'm gonna be no life in that. Gonna probably review it for the website. So
Mm.
yeah, check out the website.
Travelers!
Check out the website, link in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sly used to post on it, but now he's gone into millennial mode. So.
Yeah, I don't know. That guy's all over the place nowadays.
Oh, hold on, Ghost. You disappeared for a week. Come on, you can't come at him too hard.
Hey. When I say all over the place, I'm in regards to talking in regards to his emotional state over here. So respectfully.
Okay. Well, I'll let Blind you wrap it up, though. I guess you guys can be around later. I might stream some random game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be.
Wait, September.
Oh yeah, they have a physical release for that too. That's cool.
Huh?
Moonlighter?
I'm about to get that.
Yeah, I'm about to pick that up.
Yo, Nico, you should probably finish that review by that day. And
All
then
right, man. I got you, man.
Review the Switch
Nothing else,
version.
nothing else is coming, but I can't think.
Spider-Man.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
I think.
Dragon Quest 11.
Monster Hunter's August.
There's a Shining Resonance. I don't know if anybody cares about that.
Oh yeah, I heard
I'm gonna probably get it. It looks mediocre, but I'm gonna probably get it.
it looks
Anybody play the demo for that or what?
No, I haven't played it.
There's a demo?
Yeah, there's actually a demo up on the Switch right now. I didn't download it because
There's our demo guy, Nico. Can you check it out?
We'll try it out.
Yeah.
I'll try it out for you guys. Man.
All right.
All right, Blanchard, let's get up out of here, buddy.
All right. You can find everybody at the link in their links in the description. So go check that out. Make sure you also check out the website too. And yeah, thanks for coming through. We'll talk to you guys next week. Later.
See ya.
Peace.